Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer courtesy of my friends Jordan Lease, who went to St. Augustine. This is from Dog Rose. I don't believe I've ever reviewed anything. No, I've never reviewed anything from Dog Rose. St. Augustine's, yeah. City I've actually never visited, which probably should. Um, anyway, you guys post some comments if you guys have been. This is, you guys see right here, Dead Roses, 6.2%, 14 IBU. This was growlered like a week ago. And this is their Flanders Red inspired sour. Get a full growler. Probably have a little bit and then just save the rest for work tomorrow. Like share with a bunch of people that are not. Well, I guess yeah. Jordan and Lisa already have this beer, so share with some people because yeah, what am I doing a full growler beer? When you post in comments, will you guys miss growlers? Definitely, that was like a very popular package when I was getting into craft beer, but like I don't think anybody really does growlers these days, right? Because even if you our brewery that used to do growlers, and it's just like growlers are more popular, and then like 4 pack 16 ounce whatever. So, taking the beer, looks pretty nice. First off, super rare that a craft brewery is doing a Flanders Red. I mean, it's just like traditionally like a Belgian thing. Like very few American brewers are doing Flanders, especially like malty sour beers, right? But anyway, let's think of this guy. Beer comes in a really wonderful kind of like a medium brown color, a little bit of like reddish hue to it. It's almost like deep, a little bit amber to it, but like mostly just brownish. Yeah, the beer is really more brownish. I mean, they call it Flanders Red, but a little bit head created, but definitely doesn't smell like quite there. Flanders inspired, but like it doesn't seem to have that kind of bite that usually has. Like to me, it has generally a little bit of like fruity cherry action, a little bit of this balsamic thing going on, and then but the malt really shows here. A little bit of sour character, but then mostly this kind of like bread crusty kind of thing going on, which is I find the malt forwardness comes off a little bit more obviously in like Oud Bruin, but cheers. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty nice. So I didn't smell it, but it tastes pretty good. Yeah. Honestly, it's definitely a little bit more malty than I expect. Then again, when was the last time I reviewed a Flanders Red? All right, post comments below. If you guys want me to review a Flanders Red, I'll find some like Rodenbach or Duchesse or something for you guys. Anyway, excuse me. So even though I can quite smell it, quite acidic and vinegary, um, nice sourness. The thing that puts me a little bit off-putting here is that whatever their malt they're using, it gives us a lot of chocolate. So the beer has a big proponent of this kind of like sour chocolate thing, so which plays pretty well, right? Like dark chocolate is actually like pretty acidic compared to like milk chocolate. Yeah, I find that the malt is just a little bit too forward. Like whatever, it's it's got to be like chocolate malt or dehusked carafa or something that has this little bit, excuse me, of this malty flavor. Pushes just a little bit too roasty. It almost seems like an in between. You know what it almost leans? It almost tastes like sour porter versus Flanders Red. So I guess that's like a nitpicking kind of thing going on. That's not a fun style. Breweries make sour porter. I will say though, the acidity is quite sharp. That it really, it's almost like if you blended Flanders Red with a little bit of sour porter. Yeah, love the sharp acidity here. Bright, long, nice malt complexity underneath. It honestly plays a little bit the worlds pretty well. Where if you notice the malt in one sip, the other sip, the acidic, that kind of like apple cider vinegar, balsamic thing, sort of like ends up taking over. Long bitterness, and has really nice, wonderful complementary kind of malt flavor to it. That's what Flanders Red does really well. Whereas Kettle Sour is a little bit more like Greek yogurt and lemonade and limeade and lighter character. Here it's like that acidic kind of like vinegary character holds up to the malts very well. Granted, I can't think of too many American examples out there, not too many that I've had, but this is really quite tasty. I'm actually going to really very much enjoy some of it, and probably save some of it, so at least when I bring it to work. Because like again, I feel that the more you go down, the less carb you have. Sort of like you guys have opened a 2 ounce, 2 liter of soda before. The more you go down, the next day like it's just flat. So like ideally, you have like some amount and save the rest. Not too much, right? So let's go for rating. Honestly, I'm liking it's like zippy and bright. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying that. Let's go with a solid 92. That's really tasty. That is Dead Roses. Who the hell's making Flanders? But Flanders inspired. That's actually quite tasty. Flanders Red Ale. Again, I think there's just oomphed a little bit more malt, but it adds a nice complexity to the beer, and it's quite fruity and tasty. And I actually didn't even talk about any fruity characteristics. I feel there's a little bit of like maraschino cherry in here, a little bit of like stewed dates, and a little bit of dark fruit character along with that kind of vinegary character, and then also that kind of like prominent kind of like a little bit of chocolatey tone, bread crust chocolatey. Yeah, it's just a little darker than I'm like familiar with Flanders Red. So, but again, haven't had a Flanders in a minute. So even a traditional one, haven't had one in a minute. So, I think last time probably had one was probably studying for advanced role. So until next time, guys. Cheers. Night two. Thank you, Jordan Elise. This is. Let me know if you guys have been St. Augustine. Tasty beer. I never had anything from them. Very good. Cheers.